Traders, FX Pip Collector here. Today is Friday, November 1st, and I'm going to be analyzing the pound US dollar starting on the monthly, working my way all the way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top down analysis. But first, don't forget to check out my website, fxpipcollector.com, if you'd like to get access to my swing trade signals, my daily members only live streams on Zoom, and my 34 video trading course all included for only $30 per month. So anyways, we had the monthly candle close yesterday, and it definitely looks very bearish. Probably going to end up making a five-way pattern to the downside like this, and this is likely going to be either like a running or an expanding flat type pattern before it actually ends up continuing back up. So let's take it down to the weekly time frame. Definitely very strong move to the downside, as you can see. At some point, we are going to have to make a move up, but that move up would likely be a correction to the move down, and it likely would end up looking something like that for like a five-way pattern to the downside. Taking it down to the daily time frame is where you can start to see this trend right here. Definitely looks like it is pretty well complete. We have non-farm payroll coming out today, but I'm not sure if today's news is going to do it or if the elections in the US are going to do it next week, which is on Tuesday, November 5th. But at some point, I do think that we are probably going to make a move up for some sort of an ABC, probably an ABC of 2. This is probably a 1. I mean, maybe it's an A and a B, but it's probably more likely a 1 and a 2. So let's take it down to the 4 hour time frame. The trend is definitely still down on the 4 hour. And we had another end of a correction right here, so now we can move our structure to here. But since this end of a correction, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, which means this move up is probably almost definitely a wave forward. We're probably going to get at least one more push down for a wave 5. This red line right here represents the elections in the US. And we're really only a couple trading days away from the US elections, which are going to cause a lots and lots of volatility next week, in my opinion. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, like I said, ever since we had this last end of a correction way up here, I think it's extremely clear that this is a 1, 2, 3 right here, which means this move up is very likely a wave 4. This seems like a very clear trend that it's making here. So if that's the case, it's probably going to go down at least one more time for wave 5. Then it's hard to tell. We have non-farm payroll today. So is non-farm payroll going to cause this reversal and a break of structure? Or is the market going to wait and mess around until next week's election before it causes a break of structure? For me personally, I would keep on looking for shorts. It's probably more likely that next week's election is what's actually going to cause this thing to go up and break structure to the upside. The trend is definitely still down right now, and until the trend changes on the higher time frames, I personally would continue to primarily look for shorts in a downtrend. So don't forget to join my free Discord group, which is linked over here in the corner, and as always, thank you and happy trading.